Aaron Hernandez case, as y'all well know, is mostly it's closed shut, but not entirely, as more and more evidence is starting to pull out. One of them is basically we know about the fact that the Patriots had nullified that long time ago that $40 million contract in which his significant other was basically gonna ride or die with him on. But now it comes now to one of the primary reasons why he probably killed himself. Because I don't have people that come to me and ask me several times and telling me, nah, there's something fishy behind that. Somebody did that to him, blah, blah, blah. You should hear the idiocracy and read the stupid ass comments that was all on Facebook, holding sympathy for this scumbag gangbanger wannabe and murderer coming out defending Aaron Hernandez. Now the only thing I feel bad for is for the child. She's gonna end up being the victim. She's the one that's gonna grow up and hear for the rest of her life that her dad was a triple murderer. And I do say triple because the fourth one he nearly tried to kill, but he survived. Well, as it comes to find out that not only one of the primary reasons Aaron Hernandez, two things that came out that's catastrophic. One, his estate, that's everybody claims is supposed to be in the millions. Well, according to the real estate market, it's practically worthless. Now it brings also the question and stuff, what is Shania or whatever the hell her name is? I forgot it. It was something like that, because I've been so busy backed up, my schedule been hectic. So I'm just throwing this out there because this is gonna be the last and final time you're gonna hear me talk about this motherfucker. Okay, it's the last time you're gonna hear me talk about him. What's she gonna do now? Because she seen her meal ticket has now been eviscerated and euthanized. What's she gonna do? I said it once, I said it before. Do not be surprised that she probably might end up being in a flick of ghetto gaggers or something like that. I don't know why I say that, but desperate people do desperate things, and this ain't gonna be no different. The point of not only his worthless, but it comes to find out that one of the inmates that basically has now spilled the beans that Mr. Hernandez here has been living, basically had quote unquote a gay lover inside the joint. Well, of course, he's inside the joint. You're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison. You're gonna have your needs, so you gotta get it somehow, somewhere. But that's not my style. And he been keeping that quiet up until now, according to the Daily News. As we just go right here in the title right there. Let me just details surface on Aaron Hernandez's secret bisexual lifestyle as court allowed evidence preservation. Let's just get into it, shall we? The secret bisexuality of Aaron Hernandez emerged Friday as a positive motive for murder as the family of the disgraced ex-Patriot star won a court battle to preserve evidence in his prison suicide. The 27-year-old former NFLer, father of a 4-year-old daughter, was a bisexual who penned a suicide note to his prison boyfriend before hanging himself in a Massachusetts jail cell earlier this week. In another jolting revelation, the magazine also reported that Hernandez was locked up because of a murder that may have been motivated by a desire to basically keep his sexuality a secret. The plot thickens. Now, Hernandez's sexual ambiguity was known to his pal, Odin Lloyd, who was dating the sister of the football star's fiancée, multiple law enforcement sources told Newsweek. Now, the 6'1", 245-pound Hernandez may have murdered Lloyd to ensure that he wouldn't be outed to his bride-to-be. Now, who is now her. Yeah. Now, Hernandez was allegedly involved with a male high school classmate, and he moved a large sum of money into an account for the man before his arrest in the Lloyd killing, according to the report. Now, the suicide note to his jailhouse lover was left alongside an open Bible with missives to his fiancée and their daughter, an open admission of his bisexual orientation just before his death. Lloyd's mother, speaking to Friday Reporter, said the suicide delivered a fresh jolt of pain 4 years after her son's slaying. You know, I lost my son, the love of my life. I'll never see him again. Now, Ward's attorney, Judge Sheff, issued what he called a friendly challenge to the NFL's player union and the Patriots to release any money still owed to Hernandez. Ward filed a wrongful death suit against Hernandez for her son's killing. Now, you know, Hernandez signed a 7-year, $40 million contract with the Patriots shortly before the murder. Now, Sheff asked if the Hernandez estate had any cash left at the legal bills from 2 murder trials, said he didn't know the answer. Well, I know the answer, and the answer is no. Because, you know, those lawyers that Aaron Hernandez had ate him alive. Okay? Good question. The lawyer said, we wonder that ourselves. The estate also includes the late athlete's $1.3 million property. Now, the reports about Hernandez's sexuality came as Bristol Superior Court Judge Thomas McGuire granted a request from the former tight end's girlfriend to preserve certain evidence linked to his death. Although the hanging was officially ruled a suicide, the family hopes to conduct an independent probe of the circumstances around the death. McGuire approved the presentation of video recordings of Hernandez's prison cell prior to his death, recordings of phone calls from the 30 days before the suicide, and all his writings, including the 3 notes he left behind. Now, keep in mind, Hernandez was serving a life sentence at the Sousa Baranowski Correctional Center in Shirley, Massachusetts, for Lloyd's murder. Now, he was found dead last Wednesday at about 3 o'clock in the morning. One of the correction officers admitted that he skipped the 2 a.m. cell check that night. He skipped the 2 a.m. cell check that night. Let's continue. The unidentified officer was likely to catch a 30-day suspension, which is mandatory. The Hernandez suicide came hours before the Patriots visited the White House to celebrate their latest Super Bowl win. Now, that's kind of funny. That suicide came hours before the Patriots went and visit the circus known as the White House. And that also came 5 days after Aaron Hernandez beat the rap in a double homicide prosecution. But let's just go ahead for the other article too. According to the court records, that Aaron Hernandez's estate is currently worth nothing, according to the court records. But there is an offer to buy the former Patriots tight end house. Now, the fiancée of the ex-New England star, who committed suicide last week in prison, and her lawyer said in an affidavit filed Wednesday in probate court that his estate is worth 0.00, with no monies available and no identifiable personal assets. Now, the court approved a request by Shayanna Jenkins Hernandez, who is also the mother of their 4-year-old daughter, to expand her authority over the estate so she can sell the colonial-style house located in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. The home, which is worth nearly $1.3 million, has been on the market for over a year. Now, the mother of Odin Lloyd, who Hernandez was convicted of killing in 2013, she filed a wrongful death lawsuit to seek proceeds from the sale of the home. Now, lawyers for both Jenkins Hernandez and Lloyd's mother, Ursula Ward, asked that the name of the potential buyer be kept sealed. Now, as we just explained before, we know he's found in there. But these are two of the reasons why this guy got what he got. But ain't really much to go ahead and go on about that. So all the people and all black people that's up here going on social media, and social media is funny like that sometimes, that up here want to go ahead and defend this piece of shit. It just goes to show you y'all that about your character. You gonna go ahead and defend a murderer like this? Well, what happened to him is what I call justice. You're spending the rest of your life in prison. Your home estate isn't worth crap. And then you kill the people because they outed about your little sexuality, which I believe was like that when he was still with the New England Peons. And isn't it ironic that this happened, all this comes out just hours before the cheaters of the NFL decide to go pay Tangerine a visit at the circus at the big top known as the White House? It's just ironic to me on that. But as far as I'm concerned about with Aaron Hernandez, like I said before, as a disclaimer, the only person that whole thing I feel sorry for is the 4-year-old girl, his daughter. She's the one going to have to suffer because her mom being nonchalant. She don't care about this same man that killed her sister's fiance. Shit. Aaron Hernandez, keep him hanging, bruh.